check, mic testing. Hello. 1 2 3, check, hello. Hello, check. Hello, check, hello. Hello, check, 1 2 3. Hello, check. Hello, check.
A very good afternoon. A very good afternoon to everyone present here. We are delighted to have you with us for this insightful session organized by IEEE Vardhaman Educational Society and Systems Council. Today, we look forward the future with a talk on India at 2047, how new age technologies are shaping up India and creating opportunities for engineering graduates. It is a privilege to see all of you gathered here to discuss the roadmap for industrial and technological evolution. Before we proceed, we would like to acknowledge the presence of our distinguished guests and mentors. We are honored to have with us our principal, representatives from the IEEE Educational Society and Systems Council.
Good afternoon, everyone. We now proceed with the next technical session, Day 2 of AI Grid Summit 2026, Global Resilience and Intelligence in Distribution, AI for Smart Grid, an officially affiliated pre-summit event in the India AI Impact Summit 2026. The focus of this session is AI/ML of grid resiliences, a highly relevant topic in the context of modern power systems where data-driven intelligence plays a crucial role in ensuring grid reliability, stability, and adaptive operation. It is my privilege to introduce our esteemed resource person, Dr. Amit Patel. Dr. Amit Patel is a Senior Associate Director at NAMTech, New Age Makers Institute of Technology. He brings rich experiences in the areas of artificial intelligence, machine learning, and industry-oriented engineering education. His work focuses on the application of AI-enabled analytics, intelligent decision-making frameworks, and digital transformation strategies for real-world industrial and infrastructure challenges. Dr. Patel has been actively involved in industry-driven training programs, applied research, and capacity-building initiatives, helping engineers and students bridge the gap between emerging AI technologies and practical implementation. His session as well known for their industry relevance, strategic insights, and practical orientation. We are grateful to Dr. Amit Patel for joining us today and for sharing his valuable insights on how AI and machine learning can enhance grid resilience and support future-ready energy systems. Dr. Amit Patel, we are delighted to have you with us. Over to you, sir.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, ma'am, for your kind introduction. You have projected me as a very highly expert person, but I humbly accept that I am like you only, a failed etiquette engineer, but did a good in life. So while I was in engineering, I was like my friend sitting in the last rows and not securing a great marks. But yes, fortunately with a God grace, I did good in life. Uh, though the topic mentioned is very focused, and my colleague, Professor Dr. Vasu, who is a professor and head of mechanical engineering of NIT Warangal, I would request him to talk more on this topic, but I would like to take you through a different journey. And that different journey, which is what India needs and India expect from any engineering graduates. And that's where the engineering graduates should focus on rather, as a career or as a great life building opportunity. Because you guys are, I assume these are mixed branch student? Okay. 3D printer, we all know. So we have seen the 3D printing technology on the earth. Can anyone help me understand, does 3D printing is possible on zero gravity? Okay, so yeah, of course, immediate answer is no. Very true, very true. There is no second thought on that. I would like to tell the story of 4 guys. So, how does we service our car if any components gets damaged or does not work? How do we do so? Any answer will do. Don't worry. It's not an exam. I need your involvement. Please. Replacing. Who replaced that? Mechanical guy. Where does it replace? Service center. Correct? What if the satellite gets, a component in satellites gets damaged? Now who will do the servicing? How do you do so? And where do you do so? Is there a space service station in space? So how do you do so? How do you send a component? You have to send a component to the space, and where astronauts do the servicing or replacement, fit it and make it work and then come back, correct? That's the only way? That's the only way? How much it costing us? It's $1 billion. And it's not about only $1 billion. It is about the risk of the failure. And the space tech today is one of the most riskiest technology area where the failure rate is higher than the success rate. So there are 4 guys. They were not an engineer. They were not an engineer. They identified this problem and they started working on building the solution. What they did, they built a startup called Made in Space. I request all of you to Google it after this session at your convenience and study properly. We have heard made in India, made in China, made on earth. They have made a made in space startup. That made in space startup has built a 3D printer which can print anything and everything in the space at a 0 gravity. They have given almost 7 years on working day in, day out, failing on lot of attempt, and then finally they succeeded. So they build this $1 billion idea. Today, they are a global face. I request all of you to study this. Why I am talking, I'll let you know. Second, so this is one of the challenge that they have taken and they solve this problem. So they work at a initiative called Singularity University. I request all of you also to search on this Singularity University, which is an initiative taken by some of the ex-Googler and Peter Thiel. Peter Thiel is a founder of PayPal. Elon Musk ka partner tha wo, Peter Thiel. So they have initiated this. They took these initiatives to support the idea which can solve humanity's problem. The idea should worth to touch 1 million lives, not $1 million. It should touch 1 million lives. If the idea which you have, which is affecting the 1 million people, Singularity University people will pick you, they will give you a fund, they will connect you with best of the best mentor, best of the best organization, and ensure that you succeed in that idea. So please do search on that also. Third, I request all of you, I assume you are in third on final year students, the book called AI 2041, written by Kai-Fu Lee, who is a vice president of Google China. An amazing book. I am currently reading also. It's not about only AI, huh? This is for everybody. This is for everybody. But it talks amazingly. It talks about how in every sector, in a technology sector and hence affecting a humanity, the AI is going to penetrate. One. And what he has talked is, he has picked up a certain, Manu, can you connect the PPT? Huh? So I want that now, that, yeah, I have also advanced, huh? My photo and current face, so I have also advanced on technology base. Yeah. I have transplant here, I have transplant. Advancement is a way of humanity. So earlier I was looking like this, today I am looking like this, thanks to technology. Okay, so coming back to my point, so this AI 2041, it's an amazing book. So what it talks, so where the current level of humanity is in terms of usage of technology in different domains. Say for example biomedical, or say for example in robotics, or say for example in automotive, say for example in quantum, say for example in computer vision, or in semiconductor, and where it will be in 2041. So it talks about, say for example, on a computer vision. I am sure you must understand, those who are working on robotics application. Robotics works majorly, computer vision is one of the critical area in robotics. So if it is a computer vision, where it is today in terms of technology level, and how it is going to develop in 2041. So say for example, today we talk about deep fake. Now it's going to convert into a deep mask. और deep masking इतना deep होगा कि even any algorithm cannot differentiate between a fake and real. So the computer vision will go of that level. Now why I am asking you to read this book? Because being an engineer, you pick any problem statement from this book. Any problem statement which you feel it is your area of interest and you want to work on that. You take that, start working on that. Believe me, you will become unstoppable. You will become unstoppable. Any damn global company wants you to hire, and you will not earn less than $1 million if you will really work on this. This is what that kind of level of book is, and that's why I'm strongly recommending. My point to you is, it's not about this book, or it's not about that 3D printer in space. It is about how engineering and engineers should think about. Engineers are made for solving the biggest problem of humanities. Or this statement is not my statement, because we are working closely with MIT Boston. So MIT Boston has this purpose statement. That's where I picked up. MIT is, we all know, it's a world best engineering institution, and every engineer in the world aspire to study in MIT, but hardly few can go. If you read MIT's purpose statement, why they exist. So the MIT's purpose statement is, we exist to solve the biggest problem of humanities, and that's where the engineers are. This book talks about that only. If you pick any problem of this book, or like not limited to this book, similarly, any problem which looks today impossible to do, believe me, 2041 में वो problem का solution होगा. Similarly, I belongs to an institution called NAMTech. It is promoted by ArcelorMittal Nippon Steel India. ArcelorMittal Europe is a third largest steel producer in the world, and Nippon Steel Japan is Japan's #1 institute. And jointly, as a joint venture, they are building up world largest steel plant in India with the investment of $10 billion in Gujarat and $10 billion in Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh. And it is in the sense, today, India's highest ever FDI India has received from any one company. So we are also working on one of the most challenging project of preparing India's engineering talent on a most advanced and futuristic technologies. And one of the challenge that India currently faces is the global perception about engineering talents in this country. वो हम सुनते रहते हैं कि यार, which hurts me also being an engineer, कि 60% engineering youth in this country is unemployable. Then who will solve this problem? So we took this challenge. Now I am coming to the third point, and how you all engineer can take up this. Now let me ask you one question. If I'll ask you one question, that can you name any country which is dominating engineering skills in the world? China. Any other country? Japan. Third? Germany. Very good. Fourth? Is there India in the list? Look how we Indian think even. And it's not wrong. It's not wrong. It's a correct perception that world is having. Being an Indian engineer, we believe that we are not there in the list of the people who are highly skilled in the world. And what is our perception? China dominates. Yes, I totally agree. And I'll endorse you with some statistics also. Germany, yes. Japan, yes. Singapore, yes. Taiwan, yes. South Korea, yes. And some of the European countries also. We are not in the list, unfortunately. Then who will solve the problem? So, let me tell you, anybody has heard the name of WorldSkill? WorldSkill? Okay. Anyone knows Olympics? I'm sure entire class. I'm sure everyone knows Cricketing World Cup, Football, Soccer World Cup. WorldSkill is a Olympics of engineering skills. Every 2 years, globally, the WorldSkill is organized. And 89 countries participate. Who is dominating this in terms of medal? Any guess? Any guess? You were right before also. China, yes. You know, in 2024, they have sent the contingent of 59 people. और ये मैं आप सबको बताऊं, जब वर्ल्ड स्किल होस्ट होता है, फ्रांस में हुआ था लास्ट टाइम, इट इज एज गुड एज ओलंपिक का कैसे होता है, एकदम सारे कंट्रीज के कॉन्टीजेंट आते हैं, बहुत ही बड़ा लाइट शो, सब कुछ होता है, बड़े बड़े सेलिब्रिटीज आते हैं, जो आप ओलंपिक के बारे में जितना इमेजिन कर सकते हो ना, वो सारा यहाँ पे रेप्लिकेट होता है. सिर्फ ओनली यहाँ पे प्लेयर्स आते हैं, दोज हु नो टेक्नोलॉजी, those who are very hands-on. Technology doesn't limit it to IT. It is craftsmanship is also a technology. Making pastry is also technology because it's a process. It's a process technology. So every country proudly send their contingent. और इसकी process कैसे होती है? You have to play first like cricket. मैं इसको cricket की analogy के साथ अब relate करूँगा. क्रिकेट में आप पहले डिस्ट्रिक्ट खेलते हो, फिर स्टेट खेलते हो, फिर आप रीजनल लेवल पे खेलते हो, फिर आप रणजी खेलते हो, देन यू मूव टू योर नेशनल, देन आपको नेशनल कैंप में भेजा जाता है और वहां सिलेक्ट होते हो तो इंडिया प्रेजेंट करते हो. एग्जैक्टली सेम थिंग फॉलोज इन दिस केस ऑल्सो. आउट ऑफ 59 कैंडिडेट चाइना हैज सेंट, दे वन 56 मेडल, एंड आउट ऑफ 56 39 were gold. Where the India were? Any guess how many India has won the medal? 1, 2. Last in 2024 we won 7. But out of 7, 3 were medallion. Medallion I mean scholastic performance, not 1, 2, 3. होता है ना क्लास में नंबर 1, 2, 3 आया, but yes, you have also done a good job, so you got a meritorious certificate, not medal. 4 we won, and that 4 were bronze only. Unfortunately, India has never won any engineering medal up till 46th edition. In 47th edition, India has won first time ever in the history a bronze medal in engineering trade. This is the history India has marked. And that is also in a most advanced engineering skill, Industry 4.0. One of the most complex, challenging, and interdisciplinary in nature. And 2 of the students which you see, 2 of the people, Drumil and Satya, Drumil from Gujarat and Satyajit from Telangana. They both brought a great pride for our country. How world see now? What begin this way? So now let me again go back to cricket analogy. Why it is important, being an engineer, to learn why this is important. So who dominates cricketing world today? No, not person, as a country. ऑस्ट्रेलिया एंड इंडिया. ऑस्ट्रेलिया तो पिछले 20 सालों से डोमिनेट कर रहा है. इंडिया राइज इन लास्ट 10 years. करेक्ट? कैसा होता है आपको जब इंडिया ऑस्ट्रेलिया फाइनल में होती है तो सबके हार्ट बीट हाई पिच पे चलते हैं. अगर इंडिया और पाकिस्तान है तो अरे जीतने ही वाले हैं, थोड़ा ड्रामा चलता है बट फिर भी जीतेंगे तो हम ही. अदर देन ऑस्ट्रेलिया, एनी डैम कंट्री कम्स टू अ फाइनल अगेंस्ट इंडिया, वो फिक्स ही होता है कि इंडिया ही जीतने वाला है. एंड वी वर ऑल्सो श्योर. पर इंडिया एंड ऑस्ट्रेलिया होता है तो हर बॉल पे माई पॉइंट इज वाई इज इट सो? बिकॉज ओवर अ पीरियड ऑफ टाइम ऑस्ट्रेलिया एंड इंडिया हैज बिल्ड दैट काइंड ऑफ ecosystem in their country. So what the world perceive us as a India and Australia, why they are dominating? Because they perceive us as we have a great talent pool in the country, we have a great infrastructure, we have a great mentors, everything which is aligned, and over and above, very passionate cricket loving youth in the country. So हमारे यहाँ गली नुक्कड़ पे हर जगह पे क्रिकेट ही खेला जाता है, सुबह शाम क्रिकेट ही होता है. So world perceive us as a country which is most established for creating a great talent pipeline for cricket. Now exactly which is happening in engineering talent also, and that's where you all have perceived China is doing great, dominating. Yes, that's true. चाइना में बच्चों को इंजीनियरिंग में आने के बाद नहीं, जब स्कूल में होते हैं ना, तब से वर्ल्ड स्किल के लिए प्रिपेयर किया जाता है. इंडिया में कब होता है? जब फाइनल ईयर में बच्चा आता है तब. समझ रहे हो आप? दैट मीन्स वो 8वीं 9वीं 10वीं क्लास का बच्चा है, वो वर्ल्ड स्किल का सपना देख रहे हैं. सो टुडे इन 2026 इन चाइना वी आर गोइंग टू प्रेजेंट, ओके, इन इंडिया. China has prepared their team for 2026 World Skill in 2022. And they have sent those team into 2022 as well as 2024 World Skill quantities along with them as a viewer. You go, see, learn, come back. Prepare yourself. This is the level of preparation China does for creating their entire engineering ecosystem. And against that, and that's where our perception is not wrong. It's true. Germany is like that only. Japan is like that only. And that's where we Indian believes even that India has not that engineering potential to win. But two of our young engineers brought that laurel for that country. And that's where they bring the pride. My point to you is 3D printing in the space, or AI 2041, or taking up such kind of challenging assignment. That's how you can build your great career. You have an option to do a programming and coding. That's not going to be a great engineering career. Technology has advanced in a different way. World is moving in a different way. Now Industry 4.0, 5.0 are creating an opportunity for every engineer, be it a civil engineer, chemical or computing. They are giving opportunity equally. Now engineering is not a mono engineering branches, they are interdisciplinary. So that is where these two people have done. Now, so while they came back, and fortunately they are my student. They are student, these guys have brought that laurel. They studied at NAMTech, and again, coming back to those students, they are like you only, very humble. One guy, that Drumil, is a single mom boy. Grow up in a very humble, studied in a government schools, studied in a tier 3 engineering colleges, but very passionate about engineering. So they came to our institution. We have built world-class Industry 4.0 institute where your professor came to us and he sees our institute also. So they work day in, day out in our Industry 4.0 lab and prepare themselves for world scale. And then they brought. Now while competition, look how China is prepared. So while they were competing with them, okay, I'll talk that part in a concluding session because otherwise it will take much time. So my point to you is you people also have to look and think beyond what you are currently thinking to build. Next, Manu. And why I'm saying so is because look how India has envisioned now. We all heard 2047. India is going to become a developed country. So what does developed country means? So any country which is having more than 10,000, 12,000 USD as per capita income is considered as a developed nation in terms of economical value. There are other parameters also. What is today's per capita income of Indians is $2,500. What is $2,500? It's a 2 lakh rupees. That means a 15,000 rupees a month. Can anybody in this class sitting would like to accept a 15,000 rupees job a month? Of course no, yaar. But 2047, $12,000. $12,000 converted into a rupees, around 12 lakh rupees. It's a 1 lakh rupees per month. Good amount. If you get a 1 lakh rupees, it's a good salary to start. In India, 1 lakh rupees is a good amount, yaar. Good amount where you have a gaadi, you have a car, you have a good house to live, you have a good life to live. You can give good education to your kids also. Okay. So the government of India is working on this highly ambitious project of converting this country into a developed nation, rising the income level from $2,500 to $12,000. That means it's almost 4 to 5 times in next 20 years. And these 20 years are very important for you people also. It's perfectly aligned with your own career. If I'll go back 20 years back, in 2002 when I completed my engineering, I belongs to state of Gujarat where at that time there were hardly 2,000, 3,000 engineering seats. And still we were dying to get a job of 3 to 4, 5,000 rupees. And that is also from a state which is considered as highly prosperous state of the country, where we were, as an engineer, we were unable to get the job of 3 to 5,000 rupees 20 years back. Today, it's a most opportune time where India is rising on an exponential curve. Government is pushing this agenda in a big way, and engineers are the biggest beneficiary of this momentum. The only request to you, all of you, is pick a right problem statement, pick a right career option, choose a domain which is aligned to what national agenda now pursued by Government of India. That will help you to put ahead of everything. Put ahead of everything. And the way you take early mover advantage, probably nobody else can take that advantage. What has ever happened in IT industry in our late 70s and early 80s, जो लोग उसमें चले गए, and particularly South Indian, हम गुजरात वालों को तो 1997 में पता चला था कि IT जैसी कुछ कोई चीज़ है. तब तक तो हम कुछ और अलग दुनिया में जी रहे थे. While South people have taken a lead, and today if you look at any company globally which is top Fortune 500, it is led by South people. Look at entire IT industry dominated by South Indian people. Thanks to those people who takes early mover advantage, so they move to the global platform. They bring back those company to our country, and southern belt of this country become a Silicon Valley of the world. Otherwise, the engineering youth would also face the similar problem which we have faced in our early time. But now, the new phase of industrial revolution is coming in India, and which are different domains. Manu, can you move to next? Can you move to next? Okay, so the new domains which are coming up and where an engineer should focus now and where the lot of value will create. You can take the early mover advantage into this one, like smart manufacturing and AI. I'll request Dr. Vasu to speak on smart manufacturing later. Robotics and AI. आप mechanical वाले बहुत और electrical वाले. I'll ask one more questions on robotics. Robotics में, robotics density is one of the indicator as a industrial to define what kind of industrial development taken place in that particular country. And what is that RDI is, robot density indicator, is 1 robot per 10,000 employee. So how many robots that country's industrial organization has installed per 10,000, it indicates the level of advancement into that industry. I'll give you some of the numbers and you guess about India then. South Korea, 1100. 1100 robots installation per 10,000 employee working in that company. Germany 450, Taiwan 750, Singapore 450, China 450, US 250. Any guess for India? Any number, yeah? It's okay. 100, 50, 40, 0, 1, it's okay. Any guesses? 100, good. Any other? 240, good. Girls? Any number? You guess any number. This is not exam. Don't worry. Your professor will not give you marks for this. 80. I'll give you answer. It's just 8. It's just 8 per 10,000 employee. And we are talking to compete with China. Yes, we will. But let's assume China has a 450 and government is aspiring to reach that level. If even we will succeed 50%, it requires a 250 installation per 10,000. How many robotics engineers demand would come to achieve from 8 to 250? Excellent demand will come. There is a company I request all of you to search in from India doing excellent in robotics called Adverb. Adverb Robotics. You know, China has banned issuing visa to any employee of Adverb to travel to China. That kind of hit that company has given to Chinese company. They have disallowed their visa to travel to China. No Adverb employee can travel to China. Adverb, now I tell you, anybody has heard a news of Reliance is building India's first humanoid? Anyone has heard? Okay. This is the company which has been supported by Reliance, which is working on humanoid. And they are currently serving 40 countries in the world from India. Robotics में बहुत बढ़िया काम वो लोग करके आ रहे हैं. You being a mechanical, electrical or interdisciplinary engineer, please do Google about Adverb. They have a lot of opportunities for robotics and AI engineer. Lot of opportunities. Similarly, semiconductor. 1 million semiconductor professionals is required in 2026. Which engineering institute offers semiconductor program? Unfortunately, no. No institute. Yeah, we are offering electronics engineering and we teach VLSI and embedded, not semiconductor manufacturing. India is primarily a global hub for semiconductor chip design. So 20% of global chip we design as an Indian, but we are manufacturing 0. आपकी ब्रह्मोस मिसाइल चिप के बगैर सुरसुरिया टेटा है वो. And who control that? The external world. And that's where government of India is pushing a big way for a semiconductor agenda. So is sustainability, aerospace and defense. This is also opening a big way. Aerospace is opening. Now all private players are allowed in aerospace industry. Lot of foreign investment is coming in India in this domain also. Of course, EV, autonomous vehicle is also coming big way, where a lot of automotive, AI, all application would work together. Metallurgy and material science we have always neglected as an engineer. But this is one of the areas, like IIT Chennai has started working on building up the drone which can camouflage based on the surface on which it is flying. So say for example, it is flying on a green farm, that drone convert into a green color. Now it requires a great amount of material engineering. Lot of innovation which is taking place, and these are amazing projects to work on. That's how you become a great engineer. And data science and AI, of course, is one of the areas where government also pushing this agenda. Lot of great job opportunities. Look at in smart manufacturing only around more than 170 million job which is coming up globally by 2030. And all these career options are for irrespective of the branch. It has nothing to do with mechanical or computer. Any engineer can build a career in this one. I'll let you know later on also how mechanical guy can build a career in semiconductor and computer guy can build a career in smart manufacturing. But these all gives, like IT give you global mobility, all these career option will give you a global mobility. Don't worry. They are global option. Like Tata has hired 300 engineers from across country for their new semiconductor facility which is coming in Gujarat. They have sent them to Taiwan to get the training for 1 year. They will come back, they will build Tata plant. And look at the kind of fresh engineer is getting a exposure. Taiwan में जाएगा, PSMC में काम करेगा, world की best technology पे काम करेगा. He will come back and build India's first biggest semiconductor plant and lead that mission. वो globally travel करने वाला है यार, वो थोड़े यहाँ रहने वाला है. Next, please. So similarly, no, go back. For girls, every advanced company now wants to hire girls. Lot of great opportunities for girls cadet is opening up. And sorry boys, but this is reality to build a gender parity. Every company wants more girls. And girls are very rare in numbers in these domains. So any girls who work on this kind of technology or study in this technology for, say for example, for your master program, your MTech or in Techno Manager program, this is the domain you should pick and build your career, and believe me, you will be unstoppable. You will become a role model. So a lot of great opportunities for government institutions. Those who are civil, electrical, chemical, sustainability domain is going to open a big way. Around 24 million professional required by 2030. The problem with current engineers is they all feel that there is a career in CS and IT, और जिनको CS and IT नहीं मिला है वो गिल्ट में जीते हैं कि यार मेरे को CS IT नहीं मिला था. We have to get out of this. And there are great opportunities which is building up. Next, please. Why it is happening? Because lot of adoption of Industry 4.0 technologies, which is now, building up, creating this opportunity. Next, please. Which includes IoT, AI in manufacturing, cyber in manufacturing. Industry 4.0, I don't think so. I have to teach you. You know what is Industry Revolution 1, 2, 3, 4. But yes, I'll use one of the amazing analogy to teach what exactly Industry 4.0 is. Next. Look at this. For a product, whether you considered a tractor or you considered a telephone or you considered a car, in an early phase, they were just a mechanical product. Tractor was a pure mechanical product. Your gear are manuals, pure mechanical. Your speedometers are analog. So it was, in fact, tractor में तो ऐसा था कि speedometer कभी stop होता ही नहीं था, वो vibrate ही होता रहता. And there is a lot of vibration, noise. Rather you prefer to go by walk rather than driving the car, But what has happened when the sensors and everything embedded into your mechanical product, the products started behaving little smartly. The power electronics came, the digital signals you started using. So it became a smart product. Then mobile revolution came, Bluetooth technology came. We started connecting this product to mobile technology, and we started using Bluetooth to run the music or control the machine, or we started taking certain data points from those machines. So product become now from a smart product to a connected product. Then it comes where the India currently working is on 3 and 4th level, where product is a connected smart to product system of the system. So now the farm tractor is not just a tractor, it is becoming the part of farm equipment ecosystem, which it integrates with tillers, planters, harvester, and they work in a sync with each other. You use those data points to take a lot of decisions. Then the entire shift is moving from the product system to the system of the system. Now you use weather forecasting, seeds development, seeds optimization, farm equipment systems, data science and AI. And then you use those data for a prediction. You use those data to automate the decision. You apply your AI and data science to to prepare a decision matrix and automate all the decision making, and the system itself start taking the autonomous decisions. So this is the level of advancement is going. Now, if you look at in the 5th chart, system of the system, do you think that only mechanical engineer can build this? Or a computer guy only can make it? No. We need a team of people, or we need an engineer who knows field devices, who knows how to connect the devices, who knows how to build a supervisory system on connected devices, then building data systems to fetch the data, to take the decision, applying AI so the decision can be automated, and because it is connected, taking a lot of cloud-based data, so the one who has to understand cloud, most importantly, you have to protect that system through cyber also. So this is the level of engineering skill where India needs to build to compete with the China. And that's where a new age company which are now coming to India, be it a semiconductor, aerospace, advanced manufacturing, or even data science and AI companies, they all need this kind of engineer, irrespective of their branch, whether mechanical or a chemical, or a textile or rubber. They have to build these kind of skills. Our monodisciplinary is gone now. Next, please. Even look at, yeah, it's go. Anybody is computer guy in this class? Computer science? Okay. 1, 2. Any more computer science? Oh, you have many girls in core branch. Very really, I'm very happy to see that they have taken these kind of challenging projects as a career. Great. Anyway, so look at even the computing skill which you are aspiring, everything is applying. I'll give you one of the example of how Mahindra has taken a lead. Mahindra has a greatest company which we all are proud of Tech Mahindra, the India's 5th largest technology company. Even though they have a largest technology company which is serving global client, they have set up one company called Mahindra AI. Google it, Mahindra AI. What Mahindra AI is doing? Mahindra AI's first mandate is to transform all Mahindra group companies into a digital companies, and applying AI everywhere they are working, be it a manufacturing processes or a decision matrix. And second mandate is now they are building the product and solution for all company globally who are in manufacturing ecosystem. Now, what kind of engineers they need? They need an engineer who understands smart manufacturing, who understand Industry 4.0, who understand connecting field devices, who understand building supervisory system, who understand applying AI on that, automating that. And that's where the new kind of engineer the world is now required. It's not limited to India. Yeah, of course, in India, those who become this kind of engineer will have an unstoppable opportunity. So whatever I was talking, this is just an indicative example. Any branch, see, this is how our engineering education is. We said I am a mechanical engineer, electrical, computer. Any students can take up these kind of the modules. So they study field devices, then applying operating technologies, they learn that. Even ESG, more importantly, while doing so while you apply PLC, SCADA, then build a supervisor, you apply, you have studied, I am sure, Internet of Things also, okay. Then you apply data analysis, AI, ML. Now, being a mechanical guy, you must have studied CAD and mechanical design, but the world has not stopped there. The world has moved beyond. So digital twin is now the new way of studying technology. So digital twin is in high demand skill. I'll request Dr. Vasu later to speak on that. AR, VR, and then along with that, some of the operation management module. So you must understand project management, finance, so cost involved into building the project, supply chain, and all that module that you have to, and most importantly, operational excellence, safety and quality. So these are the skills that the Indian engineer has to acquire to build a great engineering career. Next, please. I know this is now you are in final year, so all this, but in your masters you can take up all this. Next, please. So look at the new roles which are emerging. Till date, what role we are talking? I am a production, I got a trainee mechanical engineer, in parenthesis production planning, a trainee engineer, soft floor management, trainee engineer, material management, these, or GETs, or for a computer, it would be an analyst or a programmer. This kind of role that we are getting. Normally, every engineering graduates in this country. But the new roles for a fresh engineer, these are not roles for a very experienced engineer. The new roles which are emerging for engineering youths are digital twin engineer, AI engineer for Industry 4.0, manufacturing digital transformation engineer, IIoT, IoT solution lead, simulation engineer, smart factory engineer. And to get this kind of skill, the kind of module that you have to study are designed for manufacturing, digital twin and immersive technology for manufacturing, cyber physical system. Now this is amazing thing which is building up. Like sitting in this hall, you are controlling the Europe plant. Because companies are going global, so the production units are going global. So how do any engineer can sitting in the corporate office control the production ecosystem into Taiwan or Bangladesh? And how do you monitor that people works there? This is the amazing domain where you should work, cyber physical system, wherein you apply cyber security, MES, AI, everything. AI and data analytics for manufacturing. So these are the amazing things which are building up, and you have to, and these are, look at the list of companies. I have not put up this logo for pleasing you or showing you a big picture. These are the company actually they need this kind of engineer. And why I am showing so? Because these are the companies which are coming to placement for at our institution. Because we are teaching this kind of module and preparing these engineers. Next. So in our smart manufacturing program, this. Similarly, look at the semiconductor. We have listened embedded and VLSI design. But the new role which are coming up, yield engineering. Now, this is something different even for us also, a lot of learning. Yield engineering. Then AI and ML engineer for semiconductor. Packaging engineer for semiconductor. ATMP engineer for in semiconductor industry. These are the new role which are emerging. And believe me, what is like Micron has already started their production. I tell you, Micron gives 12 lakh rupees starting salary for a fresh engineer if they have acquired this. And it's not about salary I am talking. It is about the kind of sector in which you are entering, which is futuristic, which has now a growth prospect of next 25, 30 years, which are exactly aligned to your career, and you will take great early mover advantage. What has happened in IT, now it started happening in this domain. And these are the companies. Tata has already started a plant. PSMC is a partner to Tata. Micron has already started a plant. You know, CG Power, Renesas, they all are. Google, if you have heard, Google entered into semiconductor, competing with NVIDIA now. So NVIDIA has a GPU. Now Google has come up with a TPU. So they are also entering into semiconductor. So every company you see here, they all started working on, they are setting up either a GCC or their manufacturing plant or their design on R&D setup in India now. Next, please. Similarly, for you guys, robotics and AI, I forgot to put up the logo of Adverb, which is, Adverb gives any fresh engineer who has a good robotics and AI as a mastery, they give starting salary of 16 lakh. And this is for not IITians or NITians, believe me. These I am talking for students who are not studying in IIT and NIT ecosystem. And they are offering this kind of, because there is a huge dearth of talent for these. And these are a lot of companies, they are currently setting up their ecosystem in India to bring India from robot density 8 to 450. Look at the opportunities that you will get. Next, please. Similarly, for any engineer, sustainability is again a great career where a lot of consulting companies, they see. So we have designed a master program in sustainability in partnership of KPMG, Technical University of Munich, Germany, which is globally 50th rank, and Germany is number 1. Any mechanical engineer, for them, TUM is a Makkah. It's one of the finest university to study in Germany at no cost. At no cost. So those who want to go to Germany, they don't charge any tuition fee. TUM and all. So these are the amazing, lot of smart smart cities, clean energy, like your Amravati, they are building up as a smart city now. What are the tremendous opportunity it is going to open for sustainability professional? In Gujarat, there is a GIFT city. And now another city which is coming up, the Dholera. GIFT city, if you look at, our institute is just beside GIFT city. You will feel real smart cities. Real smart city. There is no khadda even. And you don't need to dig a khadda to connect a pipe. That kind of level of precision that they build before they build the ecosystem. And that's where the sustainability engineers comes into the picture. Another domain why for India sustainability is important, because it's not only 2047. Another year which is very important and landmark, I know I will not remain alive, but you will certainly, is a 2070. India has pledged to become carbon neutral or a net zero country by 2070, and this we have signed as a Copenhagen climate change pledge. And that is where, look, India has started focusing more on clean energy, EVs, okay, and that's where smart cities, that's where lot of sustainability professional comes into the picture, and around 24 million jobs will be created globally by 2030 because of this Copenhagen pledge that every country has signed. And these are the consulting companies, they will hire, and they are dying to hire this kind of professional. Next, please. And believe me, sustainability doesn't mean it is cleaning the polythene and planting a trees. It is beyond that, applying AI into climate change. So is automotive. Yeah, I don't need to talk much on this. Automotive is also. So I am presenting to you is not about me or my institution. It is about this country's vision and country's need and engineering. And that's what, so I am presenting you, presenting you the Prime Minister vision. Can you, yeah. Manu? So I am presenting you an institution which this country's highest authority is envisioned, and fortunately we are a part of that institution which is working on preparing the engineering talent for future technology which India in need of, and India must work on to become an advanced nation. So we are supported by ArcelorMittal. So this organization has taken a lead to set up this institution in Ahmedabad, Gandhinagar. So currently we are based at IIT Gandhinagar. IIT Gandhinagar came forward and supported this vision. And we are building up another campus of 150-acre world-class institution. And to build this ambitious vision and supporting engineering ecosystem, we have partnered with one of the finest global institutions, and one of them is MIT itself. So MIT after 1960, they are coming back to India. Before 1960, they were a mentor institute of IIT Kanpur, followed by that BITS Pilani, and then they left the country. After 65 years, now MIT agreed to come back to India and help Indian government through NAMTech to support engineering ecosystem and preparing engineering talent. Similarly, so that's we succeeded. We started with Technical University of Munich, Germany. So TUM is also our partner. This partnership is not just signing an MOU. They help us. They have helped us designing our curriculum, our master program. They have set up all our labs. They teach in the classroom. Our professors we send them, and they work there for almost 2 to 3 months, study and train there, came back, and now they are teaching here. All professors are studied at IIT, still we send them into those institutions. Similarly, for School of Robotics, Carnegie Mellon, which is globally 26th rank, and their School of Robotics is globally top 10, which is partnered institution. While for smart manufacturing, Festo is also one of the finest global automation company, Industry 4.0, 5. It's a German company. All our lab of smart manufacturing is built by Festo and TUM. For School of Robotics, ABB, Adverb and Fanuc are building our lab, while Carnegie Mellon is helping us to designing all our program, training our faculty and delivering the session. For School of Sustainability, we were talking to Stanford. Unfortunately, Stanford has denied later. So we are now talking to Cambridge University. Cambridge has an amazing sustainability school, but intermediary Technical University of Munich, Germany is helping us, and TUM also has an excellent school of sustainability. I personally visited that also. Along with that, we have a Center for Advanced Computing and AI, which offers AI, cybersecurity, data science program across all the schools, as well as it offers Master in Data Science program also. While Center for Management, it offers that operation management programs across different schools. While we are setting up the India's finest school of automotive center with the support of India's largest automotive company, with the investment of 200 crore rupees in automotive center also. Do you have a Baha Club? Okay. The person who leads Baha Club, Baha, you know na, that terrain vehicle, Indore जाने वाला है कोई? Is from 7th, 8th. Okay. So the professor Dr. Vora, who is IIT Bombay fellow and was a senior director of ARAI. ARAI, I am sure you must be aware of. ARAI stamped every car. Without ARAI stamp, no car can run on the road. So Dr. Vora was a senior director of ARAI Pune. He is now a director of our school of COE in automotive, and he is leading. And he is the man who make SAE Baha movement in this country. So he is the man behind this Baha movement, and today Baha become a most prestigious event and movement for preparing great mechanical and automotive engineers in the country. So he is also teaching into the classroom to young boys and girls. Next, please. Next. These are our labs. These are labs that we have built at IIT Gandhinagar, but these are just a prototype. We are building a huge campus. Can you go next? We are building now our new campus. So this is our rendered images of our new campus, which is we are going to build on 150 acre of land with the investment of around 1000 crore rupees in Ahmedabad. Next, please. Next. So Prime Minister, you can go. Prime Minister has called those two young boys to meet the way Indian cricketers go while, after winning the World Cup. The Prime Minister has talked to both of them. Look at a small village boy reach to what level. Next. Our first convocation was hosted by Dr. Radhakrishnan, the Mangalyaan man. So he has addressed our first convocation. Today I am here is not to promote my institute. I am here to tell you and invite you to join us. Today, I, Dr. Vora, we all are on a trip of entire India, meeting young engineers, talking to all engineering youths and inviting them to join us to beat China in China. Next World Skill Competition is in China. And we as an institution take that challenge to beat China in China and bring gold medal for India. It's not easy. I tell you why. In 2024, when we won the bronze medal, Switzerland was the silver and China was the gold. It was a 5-day full competition. 5 days throughout competition would go, and each day is a one stage. And every stage is a cutthroat competition, and you will be graded. And total grading is of a 900 points. India got a 748 points with a bronze medal. What was silver's point? 749. We missed silver by only 1 point. What was China? Any guess? Any guess for China? 900 out of 900. This is the level of precision that they come with. Or they were not just playing a technical game. While we were talking to Drumil and Satya, they were competing with China and all other developed countries. Very interesting story they share कि सर अगर day 1 का 8 घंटे का हमारा पूरा जो वर्क था, हमको जो टास्क दिया था, हम लोगों का बाकी के सारे वर्ल्ड की सारी टीमों का 8 घंटे में भी खत्म नहीं हो रहा था. And what China was doing? बोले सर 5 घंटे में खत्म करके वो वहीं पे सो जाते थे. मतलब they were literally playing a psychological game with you. वो 5 घंटे में फिनिश करते थे, वहीं पे सो जाते थे. By doing so, they are disturbing you. क्योंकि आप प्रेशर में रहोगे. क्लासरूम में होता है ना, एग्जाम में जो क्लास का टॉपर होता है ना, वो जैसे ही पहली आंसर सीट दूसरी मांगेगा एडिशनल सप्लीमेंट्री, बाकी के क्लास वंडर करता है यार मेरे को 2 क्वेश्चन नहीं आते, इसने कहां से दूसरी सप्लीमेंट्री मांग ली. That's the psychological pressure that China is creating while they were playing. So the level at which they are playing is altogether different, and we all have to rise to that level. And that's where we started this movement to talking to each engineer in this country, asking them to look beyond conventional thought processes, take up such kind of new age technology courses, new age career option, work on this world skill kind of competition, and let's beat China in China, yaar. Let's beat. There is no other option left to us if we want to make this country really a developed nation. And nobody can do than the engineer. It is the engineer who will make this country develop. Whether a civil, infrastructure, mechanical, technology or computing, they bring the best of the best technology which can be applied on everything that we do. Otherwise, this dream will remain a dream. With these words, I invite you to explore NEMTech, explore what kind of futuristic program that we are doing which are aligned to world skills and all futuristic technology where India is going to develop, and come and explore with us. Thank you, and I'll be happy to take any question that you have, or I would invite Dr. Vasu. He is a mechanical professor and head of mechanical department of NIT Warangal, but we pull him from NIT Warangal for 2 years. at Namtech, and he is helping us to build a school of smart manufacturing. So I request Dr. Vasu to talk on smart manufacturing in briefly with you. Meantime, I request you, we are sharing the e-certificate with all of you. So meantime, I request all of you to scan this barcode, fill the detail, so you will get a certificate in your inbox, which you can share it on your LinkedIn profile, use it into your biodata, whatever you want to do it. Oh, mobile is banned. That's a great. That's how I thought why people are taking too much of interest in me rather than mobile. Okay. Then what I'll do, sir, Manu, I request you to share that link, QR code link to sir, and let sir to share it with everyone. है ना? So our backend team will share a certificate to all of you. But these are great initiatives. Believe me, mobile is a big distraction. It's a big distraction. Anyway, meantime, anybody is having any question for me, I'll be happy to answer. Very, very interesting fact I would like to quote and then finish. हम लोगों के मास्टर प्रोग्राम में IIT से लेके Tier 3 के इंस्टीट्यूशन के बच्चे पढ़ने आते हैं. ओके, सो उस कोर्स में we have a 100% placement क्योंकि ये सारे सेक्टर से लोग आते हैं, एडवांस टेक्नोलॉजी. 100% I mean 100%. No creative representation of data. We have a 54 student in first batch, all 54 placed. 93 second batch, 6 has opted out, so 87. Okay, all 87 placed and completely placed. We have 8 girls. What we did is we tried to bring girls because getting girls in a different level of field, even that is a big task to convince a parent. We gave them a 100% scholarship and we asked girls to join. 8 girls are there to join us from across country. You know, when placement came, all 8 girls has been picked first. Then in second batch we had 29 girls. All girls picked before the boys gets picked up. Anyway, highest package was taken by boys, so don't worry boys. That's not a case. I am not just boasting too much to playing with you. So in third batch, we have 93 students. Out of 93, now we have 45 girls. Girls are coming big way to take up this challenging role. Boys, you have to be in a race. And important statistics now. So I ask our placement department, कि यार हम लोग इतना girls करते हैं, what exactly placement में हो रहा है girls का? You know, our class average placement is 8 lakh rupees. Average placement, highest is 16 lakh. So when I pen down for a data for only girls, the girls average is higher than the entire class average. That means girls are taking the average up than the overall class is doing. So I invite all the girls to explore more. You have a brighter future waiting for you. Thank you.
Yeah. So thank you once again. So I will not take more time for you. So I think you got some idea on what the India is going to be needed under 2024. What are the new technologies they are going to be facing? So just I will take a 15 minutes lecture for you. So what the smart manufacturing or the industry 4.0 technologies what we're going to be doing. So just I will able to give you, I did not want to bore you, so I will able to give you something. So first before going to that, just I will tell you that what type of learning we are going to be doing in our NAMTech. So whatever the new method of learning what they have followed is not simply by teaching them. So they are following the activity based learning is going to be mainly focused on in our NAMTech. So in our NAMTech, the class, we are not having any classrooms will not be there. So we are going to be having all labs will be there and all labs we are going to be taking care for that one. So that is the thing. So that is going to be one advantage. So as we know that in the 24th century, so these are the new learning skills everybody should have. So that is what I want to tell, that the 3 L's, that is technology based learning, that is all your technology based learning, and active learning and student centered learning. So this is a type of 3 types of learning has to be done. So at the same time, with that particular thing, if you have some brilliant idea, then you can able to have the leadership qualities, then you can able to start a new startups. That is the main concept of what is the people are now. That is going to be the future of as you are going to make it yourself as an entrepreneur, or you want to get that one. So these are what we're going to have. Okay. So with this, just I will able to give you the manufacturing. So as the SAR has told that wherever you are going to see any of the product, so it was written as made in China only. Okay. So we want to have our GDP has to be seen here. The China is going to be having 4 trillion, whereas our India is going to be very, very far away. Okay. So to make this particular manufacturing in a higher way, so we have to go the manufacturing, the automation level has going to be taken, as more interest has to be taken care by all by the engineers. So don't think that this smart manufacturing is only for the mechanical students. It is not for the mechanical. Anybody can able to work on this particular thing. Okay. So because now previously whatever the manufacturing plants now we are going to be having, it has started from the journey. I think you all know that what is Industry 4.0, everything. So just I will able to brief you. If any particular manufacturing, if you want to have, so what are the main things required? What are the any particular manufacturing? If I want to manufacture, suppose this pen, what is the main things? You need one raw material is required, and one different tools are going to be required. So I want to make the tools. So the tools has been saved from the Stone Age, and then Bronze Age, Iron Age, and then the one of the invention, because of the biggest invention, what we're going to have, the wheel. Because of the invention of the wheel, the machines has been came into picture, and from that particular machines we are going to be having the automation has been came into picture, that one. Okay. As you have seen that heading, so you are all of electrical engineers, so I will able to consider this as an how we can able to use the automation in the cases of this particular era. So here mainly when you want to have the automation, what is this particular, now people are mainly focusing on mass production. What is this mass production means? What can anyone tell? So number of products can be done in a short time. Okay. The time or the cycle times will be very, very less. Okay. If I want to make this type of pens, okay, I want to make this type of pens in one day. I want to make 1 lakh pens. So then how I can able to do that? Okay, by using this particular manually I cannot able to achieve that one. So you have to go for some industrial automation has to be taken care by that one. So that can be done using this particular, that is a main concept what we are going to be consider that. Okay, so now that automation has been occurred in the industry 3 revolution what we are going to have. So now we are shifting from the mass manufacturing to mass customization, what we're going to be called. So what is mass customization means? Can anyone tell what is a mass customization? Can anyone tell? What is mass customization? So just I will give you one small example to understand what mass customization. So you all wearing your chappal or shoe. Okay, you are all wearing your shoes or chappals, what would you have? So what is your the chappal size? When you go to any butler shop or Bata, you are going to be having 5 or 6 or 7 only. But exactly your size will not be like 5.5 or 6.5 if you are having. You are not able to get that one. So exact size of your foot will not be there. So then once you have buy the new shoe or anything, for first 1 or 2 months, you have to, the shoe will able to worn out your skin, You have to face that one until it has to adjust to your size. Okay, so that is because they are producing a mass production where they are not able to be considering according to your customized shoe size what going to have. So now we are going to be coming into the new era called mass customization, where you can able to get your foot dimensions according to your proper dimensions what we're going to be having, and I can able to make you according to your foot size. I can able to make your shoe. That is what we're going to be done. So that is going to be called as the mass customizations what we're going to be done. So that is the present era what we are going to be there. So to achieve that particular thing, we have to have the different these are different stages. I did not want to go. So now we are going to be in this particular age, the industry 4.0 area, where we need two things. That what are the things are there? We need intelligence and information is going to be the two important things which are going to be there. So what is intelligence? Can anyone tell intelligence? Or artificial intelligence what we're going to be having, it is going to be shown here. So just I will skip back and I will come back to you. So what is the intelligence? Can anyone tell what is intelligence? Nobody. Can you read it? Anyone read? Can anyone read this sentence? Can anyone read this sentence? So it is all having lot of mistakes are there, but still you are able to read that one. How we can able to read that? Because you have been studying from your LKG, this all English, everything. So your brain will have the intelligence, and you are going to be correcting all the things what we're going to be having. So that is what we're going to be called as the intelligence what we're going to be have. Okay. So suppose I want to give an intelligence to a machine. So I want to give an intelligence to a machine, then that is going to be called as an artificial intelligence what we're going to have. Okay. So you got it? So this artificial intelligence is not new. So if you had, it has been started in 1958 itself. But why it has become very, very powerful in this present stage? Why it has become very powerful? So now we are, wherever we are going to be having, we are talking about data science and artificial intelligence, why we are going to be becoming. So because before that, in 1958, we are not having the three important technologies what we're going to be having. What are the three important technologies? Can anyone tell? What are the three important technologies which are going to be required to run any particular artificial intelligence? C++, Java is not required. What are the three important technologies which are not there and has been invented? So we need three important technologies like big data analytics, okay, cloud computing, and IoT. Okay, so these are the three important technologies which are going to be required if I want to run any of the artificial intelligence program what we're going to have. Okay, because why? Because you are having the intelligence, your brain is having the intelligence what we're going to have. So your brain is having a lot of storage space is there. You are having space, you can able to remember whatever the childhood movies, everything you are going to be seeing, everything you can able to remember. So you are having a lot big hard disk is there. But your computer is going to be having very, very less hard disk is there. Okay, suppose I will give you the back example. So if I want to run any particular autonomous car, if I want to run any particular autonomous car here, the amount of data it is taking is how much data per day. If I want to run one autonomous car, how much data it is taking? 4 TB of data. So what is your hard disk of your laptops or anything? 1 TB or 2 TB. So you cannot able to use that particular thing. So you have to need one cloud computing, or the data centers are going to be required where I can able to store that particular data whatever I want to have. So without data, you cannot able to make any of the AI algorithms cannot able to, AI algorithms will run on cloud. Okay, AI algorithms have run on what? Data. That is going to be called as a data driven algorithms, what we're going to be called. So without data, I cannot able to run any of the AI algorithm. So you need this particular, the data analytics algorithm is going to be required. So now where our cloud servers will be there? Can anyone tell where our cloud servers will be there? Or where the data centers will be there? In the oceans. It's true. Because why they are keeping the oceans? For the cooling, for the purpose they are going to be keeping in the oceans what going to have. So how I can able to send this particular data to that particular data center? You need some connectivity is going to be required. So that connectivity is going to be done through IoT technology what going to be taken. So now the artificial intelligence has became popular because of the invention of the three important technologies. One is cloud computing, IoT, and what is another thing? Data, big data analytics what we're going to have. So these are the three important technologies which are going to be required. Because of that we have become importance. So now why we are going to be, these are the, other than because of IoT, cloud computing and big data is not there, you cannot able to run any of the AI algorithm. So that has become a big evolution, and all your banking sector or your service sector has become using this particular AI algorithms, and it is going to be making a lot of business work going to have. Okay, so now how can I use these technology in manufacturing point of view? Okay, so that is the main focus what we're going to be called. So you know that you know that any particular smart manufacturing, this is the traditional automation pyramid. You know this particular automation, any of the automation, any of the, it may be any of the automation you have. The base layer will be sensors, actuators, and then PLCs, SCADA, HMI, and MES system and ERP what we're going to be having. This is going to be the traditional automation for any of the manufacturing plant what we're going to have. So now I want to use this particular AI and the big data analytics and IoT and the cloud computing technologies as going to be incorporated in this one, so that I can able to make it as a smart factory. That is how what we are going to be doing is the, how I can able to interconnect the OT technologies with IT technologies. That is going to be called as the smart manufacturing by using the IoT. That is now we are going to be called as IoT. Now I am going to be using as IIoT, which is going to be called as the Industrial Internet of Things what we have. So that is the background for the smart manufacturing what we're going to be having. So now if you see here in the smart manufacturing, what are the fields is we need? All computer science engineers are required, AI engineers are required, and the IoT or electronics engineers who can able to working on the IoT electronics is also engineers also going to be required to make this particular OT and IT connectivity what going to have. So that is what the present technology is going to be happening on that one. So this is how we are going to be teaching in our NAMTech courses. The course on the smart manufacturing and management is going to be focusing on how to integrate the OT with IT technologies to use in an effective way of the artificial intelligence questions what we have. Okay, so I will stop here so that I can, you have got some view of how we can able to use smart manufacturing for that one. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for your insightful words. So now I would like to request Vivek Kulkarni, sir, for proposing vote of thanks and doing honors for the today's resource persons.
On behalf of Vardhaman College of Engineering, I thank Sri Dr. Amit Patel ji and Dr. Vasu ji for taking almost half a day's time to be among us and sharing their insights. Let us thank them with a big round of applause. I now request Amit ji to come onto the dais. Asif sir, please come onto the dais.
So now I would like to welcome Professor V. Vasu sir onto the stage to receive the honors.
Thank you, sir. Amit sir, thank you.